Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. Let's take a look at Nvidia because OMG, this thing fell off the whole world today. You can see that this whole year, ever since this is 2024, right up in here, it's basically been on a terror, just cruising higher. And other than, a small pullback here, we didn't even get to the standard line. So, like, not that big of a deal. It was only a reversal for 2 days. Okay, and then huge gap up, small pullback, and then just gap up, gap up, gap up, gap up. So crazy market. But today just blew everything out of the water because look at the average size of these candles, how much Nvidia typically moves on a day-to-day basis. And you can find some of the larger candles, this one was a pretty solid range. This green one was a pretty solid range, but today just like doubles, triples, I don't know, quadruples, like most of these things, more than that probably. So let's talk about what happens when an index like the Nasdaq is mostly being propped up by a stock like Nvidia. Let's cruise over, take a look at this Nasdaq chart. And of course, it's not just Nvidia. There certainly are other stocks, other AI stocks specifically, that are contributing to the upward momentum that the NASDAQ has had. But a big portion of that is absolutely Nvidia. So when Nvidia has a terrible day like today, the Nasdaq, this is what's so crazy, is it even made new highs here. And this is Nasdaq futures that I'm referring to. So new high, because our recent high was back in here, almost got there yesterday, couldn't quite make it, pushed higher today, and then just fell down. And I want to show you on this 60-minute chart because there are just some beautiful looking things here. Okay, initially, this was right around the open, it pushed higher. Fractal, gorgeous looking fractal, then came all the way back down and then some. Then all the way down below the 60-minute cloud, like crazy. Fractal again down here, the opposite direction, made an attempt to push higher, couldn't handle it. The next hour came right back down. And now there's less than 1 hour left in the futures market. And you can see it's just making, a very feeble attempt at a bounce. If you were going to look at trading this thing next week, what I would look for is, okay, are we going to continue this push down? Maybe Nvidia can get its act together. Maybe the Nasdaq will get its act together and it will just be a one-day pullback. I mean, as you have seen, we certainly have had those recently, like just a big sell-off and then recovery. Big sell-off, and we'll have to see what happens on Monday. But if it does continue to push lower, your next target is going to be approximately the standard line, so 17,849. And if it does get itself turned around again, your first target would be back up to the turning line, 18,131, followed by these highs, which the high of the day is 18,436. So there you have it, my friends. Wild day in the markets. I hope you had an amazing week and a wonderful weekend ahead. Wanted to let you know that I have switched up some things in my other newsletter subscription. What was called the Daily Rage Trade Journal is now Mental Capital. We'll be talking about everything from trading psychology to money mindset. This is the stuff that really will make the difference in your trading. Of course, you have to know how to trade. You have to know about entries and exits and technical analysis and all of that stuff. But what's going to make it or break it for you is your mental capital. So we'll be focused on that. I will link you over there if you are watching this on my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link to that down below. It's free to subscribe. I'd love to see you there. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.